Welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover another two types of quadrilaterals. They are the rhombus and square. But before we start, make sure to check out part 1 so that we stay on the same side. Let's start by the rhombus. Like the rectangle, it is a child of the palm, meaning that it has the same characteristics but it's more advanced and has some additional ones. They are that the diagonals are perpendicular and they bisect the angles, and that all of its sides are equal. Some examples of the rhombus include this ace, this sign, and this logo. There are three ways to prove a quadrilateral to be a rhombus. You can prove it a palm and then two of its adjacent sides equal. You can prove it a palm and then it having perpendicular diagonals, or prove all of its sides equal to each other. Next up, we have the square. The square is the child of both the rectangle and the rhombus. Therefore, it has all of their characteristics and the characteristics of the palm, which are that all sides are equal, all angles are equal, opposite sides are parallel, the diagonals share the same midpoint, are equal, and perpendicular to each other. They are also the bisectors of their angles. Some examples include Rubik's cubes, windows, puzzles, and picture frames. Now that we've learned what are quadrilaterals and four types of quadrilaterals, we should be able to draw a concept map. It will start with the quadrilateral at the top, then comes the palm, then both the rectangle and rhombus, and finally the square. After finishing this lesson, there is one important conclusion that you should be able to draw, which is that every square is a rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram, and quadrilateral, but not every quadrilateral, palm, rectangle, rhombus is a square. And this applies to the rhombus, rectangle, and all other quadrilaterals, because every rhombus or rectangle are palms and quadrilaterals, but not every palm or quadrilateral is a rhombus or rectangle, so on and so forth. At this point, we've reached the end of this lesson. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it and learned something new.